What does Ganesha actually remove? The hidden meaning of Vighnaharta. Have you ever noticed something strange? Millions of people pray to Lord Ganesha before beginning something important. A student before an examination. A businessman before launching a company. A family before a wedding. A devotee before a pilgrimage. An artist before stepping onto a stage. Almost every beginning in Hindu culture starts with Ganesha. And the reason is simple. We call him Vighnaharta, the remover of obstacles. But here's a question. If Ganesha removes obstacles, then why do obstacles still exist? Why do devotees still fail exams? Why do businesses sometimes collapse? Why do relationships struggle? Why do sincere people face difficulties? Has this ever made you wonder whether we've misunderstood what remover of obstacles actually means? Today, I want to explore a possibility that completely changed how I think about Lord Ganesha. What if Ganesha does not always remove the obstacle in front of us? What if he first removes the obstacle within us? Let's begin with something simple. Imagine two people standing before the same challenge. The same examination, the same loss, the same setback, the same difficult situation. One person breaks down completely. The other grows stronger. The obstacle was identical. So what changed? The person. And perhaps this is where the mystery of Ganesha begins. You see, when most of us think of obstacles, we think of things outside ourselves. A difficult boss, a lack of money, a failed plan, a delayed opportunity, a problem, a circumstance, an event. But are those really the greatest obstacles in life? Think about it. Have you ever postponed something important because you were afraid? Have you ever known the right thing to do but delayed it anyway? Have you ever let pride stop you from apologizing? Have you ever allowed anger to destroy your peace? Have you ever worried so much about failure that you never even started? If yes, then you have already met some of life's most powerful obstacles. And none of them came from the outside world. They came from within. Fear, ego, confusion, attachment, impatience, self-doubt. These obstacles do not stand before us. They travel with us. You can change your city. You can change your job. You can change your house. You can even change your country. But if the obstacle is inside you, it follows you everywhere. Perhaps this is why Ganesha is worshipped first. Not because he magically removes every challenge from existence, but because he helps us confront the challenges hidden within ourselves. Now let's think about Ganesha for a moment. Not the elephant head, not the large ears, not the mouse, not the symbols we usually discuss. Think instead about what Ganesha represents. Wisdom, discernment, understanding, clarity. And what does wisdom do? Wisdom does not always eliminate difficulty. Sometimes wisdom changes our relationship with difficulty. Imagine walking through a forest at night. Everything feels frightening. Every sound seems dangerous. Every shadow appears threatening. Then someone gives you a lamp. Notice something important. The forest has not disappeared. The path has not changed. The darkness has not completely vanished. But now you can see. And because you can see, you can move. Perhaps wisdom works in exactly the same way. Perhaps Ganesha does not always remove the forest. Perhaps he gives us the lamp. There is another interesting possibility. What if some obstacles are actually necessary? Now I know that sounds strange. Most of us want a smooth life, a comfortable life, a problem-free life. But imagine a world where every obstacle disappeared. Instantly, every desire fulfilled immediately, every challenge removed, every difficulty erased. Would we grow? Would we develop patience? Would we learn resilience? Would we discover courage? A muscle grows through resistance. A sword is sharpened by friction. Character is forged through challenge. Many of the qualities we admire in human beings emerge because they faced obstacles, not because they avoided them. This doesn't mean suffering is always good. It doesn't mean we should seek hardship. But it does suggest something profound. Sometimes the obstacle is not the enemy. Sometimes the obstacle is the teacher. And perhaps Ganesha, in his wisdom, knows the difference. There are obstacles that must be removed. And there are obstacles that must be understood. Think about a child learning to walk. The child falls, again and again. Now imagine removing every possibility of falling. The child would never learn balance. Growth often requires resistance. Life often teaches through difficulty. And wisdom lies in recognizing which obstacle is helping us grow and which obstacle is holding us back. This brings us back to the title Vighnaharta, the remover of obstacles. Perhaps the deepest obstacles are not mountains in front of us. Perhaps they are illusions within us. The illusion that we are incapable. The illusion that we know everything. The illusion that happiness lies only in the future. The illusion that success alone will fulfill us. The illusion that we are separate from everyone else. These obstacles shape entire lives. And yet they are invisible. You cannot touch them. You cannot photograph them. You cannot measure them. But they influence everything. And perhaps that is why wisdom must come first. Before wealth, before power, before success, before achievement, Wisdom, that is why Ganesha stands at the beginning, not merely as the remover of obstacles, but as the revealer of clarity, the one who helps us distinguish between what is real and what is imagined, between what must be changed and what must be accepted, between fear and insight, between confusion and understanding. So the next time you stand before an image of Ganesha and ask him to remove the obstacles from your path, perhaps ask one more question. What obstacle within me needs to be removed? What fear am I carrying? What illusion am I holding? What habit is preventing me from becoming who I can be? Because sometimes the greatest obstacle is not standing in front of us. It is standing inside us. And perhaps that is the deepest meaning of Vighnaharta. Not the remover of every difficulty, but the remover of the ignorance that turns life into a difficulty. Thank you for joining me on this reflection. If you enjoyed this exploration, consider liking the video, sharing it with someone who loves philosophy and spirituality, and subscribing to Vakratunda Vaani for more conversations on wisdom, consciousness, the Vedas, Tantra, and the timeless questions of human existence. Until next time, may your path be clear, may your mind be steady, and may the light of wisdom reveal the obstacles worth removing.